against a little bit of undermanned EIU team that was going to have a hard time anyway, in my opinion, against a pretty good Morehead State team.
Eastern Illinois have lost 8 of their last 9. They've lost 4 in a row. Their last win coming December 4th against North Park College, 76-71, as Morehead State feeds it early to Broom in the post. Dump off to Wolf. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last off of the Panthers. And getting a fingertip on it is Clements. Will stay with the Eagles. Morehead State 8-5. They've won 2 games in a row, last playing on December 21st when they picked up that win against IUPUI, 80-52.
Morehead State played very well, especially the second half up in Indianapolis. I was fortunate to go up and do that ball game on the radio side. And they looked really, really good in the second half.
There's Hallowell. We talked about him. Three-pointer, no. Rebound to Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois with it. Charles, Kashawn Charles, left wing. 5th year from New York. Kashawn Charles still with it, off to Abraham. Man-to-man defense from Morehead State here in half number 1. Left wing to Clements. Near corner, Charles. Back off Abraham. Back to Clements. Make that rather Charles three-pointer, no. And rebound to Wolf. Jake Wolf with it for the Eagles. Wolf averaging 6 points, 2.5 rebounds to Cooper. Hollowell to Broom. Saved in. Give credit to a steal by Eastern Illinois. Turnover Eagles. Still scoreless. 120.
It's nice defensive play by Bolus. He was able to get it. He was half fronting on the big man Broom, and he was able just to keep moving, keep his feet moving, got a deflection.
Bolus, a freshman from Brazil, as Charles has it. Skip pass off to Clements. Clements with 7 on the shot. Takes it baseline, gets past the defender, and the lay-in's good, and we have our first points in this one. EIU in front early.
A little bit of a slow start for Morehead State, but we're early yet. EIU will play predominantly man-to-man most of the night. Morehead State, I'd be shocked if they play anything but.
That's what we've seen from both sides. Man-to-man defense. Hollowell gets some space. Right wing 3. In and out, no. Rebound to the freshman from Brazil, Boyles.
Nice sort of round cut, just resulted in a wide open shot, just wouldn't go down.
That's EIU with the basketball. And the lead by 2. Like being mentioned, slow start. Friday off to Clements. He'll feed it in the post. Friday back out Abraham. Abraham passes it up. 3 on the shot clock. He'll feed it in the post. Friday gets Broom up in the air. There's contact. No foul called. It's a shot clock violation.
Sammy Friday can match up physically with Janai Broom. He's listed at 6'9", 240. Broom is listed at 6'10", 240. Somebody scales off because Friday is quite a bit bulkier than Janai Broom is.
Walking it up will be Cooper. Talon Cooper, sophomore from Spartanburg, South Carolina. 8 points, 6.5 assists his average. Potter back to Cooper. Hollowell, three-pointer's good. Couldn't connect on the first 2, but does there, and puts Morehead State in front for the first time.
Third time's a charm for Hollowell. It is, again, just on a nice little cut to the corner. Good ball movement from Morehead State. He's wide open. He gets it down this time.
We mentioned Hollowell named this week's OVC Newcomer of the Week. Broom was crowned Player of the Week back on the week of December 6th. So already some conference accolades, and what a swat by Cooper as he swats it into the corner.
Cooper came around the curl. He got rubbed off a little bit on a rub screen. He was able to use some speed and catch right back up. And it's a tough angle. The shooter's not ready for the shot blocker to come from basically a quarter behind him angle.
Triggerman will be Abraham. Gets it in. Charles jumper off the side of the rim. They had to get the shot up quick. Not much time on the shot clock. Morehead State with the lead in the basketball. Man-to-man defense. Cooper off to Hollowell. They're focusing it down to Broom, and it's going to be off the foot of Bolus out of play. Actually, last off Friday. Either way, though, last off of Eastern Illinois.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, 22.
It will be Cooper to trigger in. Cooper into Potter, three-pointer, quick on the way. No good, opposite of the rim, rebound to Cooper, to Hollowell, fires another 3. This one just barely grazes the iron and goes out of play.
Hollowell's having a hard time finding the range so far here in early going. And if you look at Eastern Illinois, Jared, I mean, Marty Simmons' first year at the helm of the Panthers, he's Evansville grad, coached at Evansville, and had some success there. But you can tell he's looking for something because they've used 9 different starting lineups with 12 different players. So it's obvious they're trying to find a combination, trying to find some secret sauce that will make them a little more consistent.
Hall and Seabury just checked in for Morehead State. Good to see Jalen Hall into the game as he's missed some time this year with some injuries.
Jalen Hall had a nice ball game up against Indianapolis, up in Indianapolis against IUPUI last week.
Bowlees penetrates, ball's on the deck, near corner. Lane will track it down. He'll take the long 2-point jumper. CJ Lane, 6 points, 2 rebounds on the year. Takes a long 2-point shot and puts Eastern Illinois back in front.
I mentioned Hall's game last week at IUPUI, had a career high 15 points, had 4 3-pointers, a season high 15, career high 4 3-pointers in that ball game. Shot the ball very well, played very well.
Right wing Potter penetrates up through contact, dumps it off Seabury. Cooper on the way to Hall. He'll fire the 3 and nothing but net.
That's outstanding ball movement. Potter drives the lane, could have taken the shot himself, dumped it off. Seabury could have gone up in some traffic. Instead, kicks it back out. They go around the horn, and then Hall's able to drill a 3-pointer at distance.
Back and forth we go, quarter number 1. As that ball tipped into the backcourt, Broom diving for it. It's going to be chased down by Friday. Great effort from both teams. Up the court, they get it to Clements. Lay in, no. Rebound tipped and batted around. Bolise comes down with it. It's still going to be tipped around. Abraham got to get a shot off at the buzzer. By a final score of 91-64. Back underway in this one, though, Morehead State with the 2-point edge. As Cooper walks it up, looking at the man-to-man defense, and like Dean said, we'll see that from both sides just about the whole night. We will see him add on some full court pressure from time to time, but don't expect much from the zone variety. Broom working the post, tough shot off, no. Offensive rebound and a putback, though, by Skylar Potter, the junior transfer from Wright State.
Skylar Potter's only 6'3", and he plays much, much bigger than that. He's probably, pound for pound, the toughest player that Morehead State has. He does a lot of the dirty work. He's a good defender and a really good offensive rebounder, too.
Clements with it. Nice hedge there from Broom. Off left wing, Abraham will feed it in the post. Backing down is Hamlin. Shot over top of Broom. Great defense from Broom, and the rebound will be cleared out to Seabury.
Janai Broom brings Morehead State something they haven't had in a long time, is a rim protector. He started that last year. He's carried it on this year.
L.J. Bryan will check in for Morehead State. Janai Broom will go to the bench. L.J. Bryan, a junior from Maryland originally, through State Fair Community College, a 6'9", 235-pound junior, like I said. 8-4 here in Johnson Arena. Conference opener for both squads as that pass tipped away, but Clements will come down with it. Now off to Lane. Lane is checked in. Lane from Florida, Eatonville to be specific, a junior. He'll shot fake, penetrates into the paint, dumps it off. That pass to Hamlin, his nice floater over top of everyone.
It's a nice pass. Nice look by Lane. He had, by all rights, had about an 8-footer. Nobody would have blamed him for the shot, but he was able to find his man over in the right-hand side of the lane. And really nice little slip pass.
Hamlin, an in-state product from Lincoln, Illinois. We'll get it to Hall, and Hall is going to have his pass tipped out to the midcourt logo. 12 seconds as Cooper tracks it down. Cooper inside the arc, 7. Still Cooper up with the lay-in as he gets by everyone and lays it in.
Talon Cooper has struggled putting points on the board the last several ball games. He's run a really good floor game. He's done a lot of other things. He's had a few block shots. But it's good to see the ball go down for him early.
Hamlin with it. Hamlin 6'10", 235. A big man with it straight away. Off to Clements, still man-to-man defense. 10 on the shot clock, 13 minutes left here in half number 1. Nice hedge from L.J. Bryan. Forces it left to Abraham. Penetrates, dump off to Hamlin. Tough shot, no, off the backboard and rim, and Morehead State clears.
Nice recovery from Morehead State's defense, especially big man Bryan. He was way out by the time stripe, and then by the time the ball got back over there, he was back in the paint.
Jalen Hall almost walks with it, kept the pivot foot down, no call. Off to Cooper. Cooper takes the screen, hits a backdoor cut to Potter, laying off the glass, no, but a foul called on EIU's Jermaine Hamlin. The junior will pick up his first, team's first for either squad, and we'll have our first free throws of the evening.
Really nice pass from Talon Cooper that time. He got into the paint, was able to penetrate in there, and you can see he wasn't looking shot. He was looking for someone to dish to. And Skylar Potter made a nice backdoor baseline cut and Talon Cooper hitting perfectly.
Potter, 77% free throw shooter, spins out the first. Hollowell and Wolf back in for Morehead State. Sammy Friday, the fourth, to be specific, checking back in. Also in for the first time, Micah Schneiders.
Morehead State comes in shooting 65% from the free throw line. And you look at the shooters they have, you think, I still have to think they're better than that and just haven't been able to get it to go down consistently.
Crossing the midcourt stripe will be Clements. Clements looking at the man-to-man defense. Schneiders circles through. Clements still with it. Bounce pass off to Schneiders, off his arm and stolen. Wolf with it. Wolf has Hallowell in the corner, feeds it to him. Shot fake, penetrates off to Hall. Deep three-pointer, top of the key off, no. Rebound will come down to Bolas.
Not bad ball movement, kind of like the three-pointer in transition. If you get it to the right shooter, Hall's a good shooter, that's what he's there for.
Morehead State crowd getting into this one, 11-6 the lead. Right wing Lane looking to feed it in the post, can't do it, Clements. Off to Schneiders, back to Clements. 9 on the shot, Clements still with it. Nice hedge from Bryan, forces Clements way out onto the wing. Skip pass, Lane, tough floater from 10, no. Rebound, Lane, put back up, no. Another offensive rebound that's gonna force a tie-up, and we have...
Oh, when you get a chance to get a kill.
Hopefully that doesn't throw you for too much of a curveball. I know you do Morehead State volleyball for ESPN+. A little cross-sport.
Kill's a good thing.
A little cross-sport analogy there, and Morehead State forces a turnover. A poor pass on the inbound gives it back to the Eagles.
That's the third turnover now for EIU, and that is the first kill for the Morehead State Eagles.
Dean Harden alongside me. I'm Jared Stacy for ESPN+. Happy to have you along here tonight. Our second of 2 games as the Morehead State women fell earlier tonight. Eastern Illinois picking up their conference opener victory. Has Broom with it. Right wing Thelwell. Drew Thelwell, freshman from Orlando, is checked into the ball game. As Hallowell will feed it to Broom. Broom with 10, takes the long jumper. No, rebound will be tipped and controlled. Inbounds by Bolis. 11-6 the lead. It's at 5 as Clements feeds it to Friday. Friday going to work, up with the lay-in, hits the bottom of the rim, saves it in play, but right into the lap of Hall. Up the court to Hallowell. Thelwell thought about the 3, penetrates, skip pass, all the way in the corner. Wolf doesn't like it. He'll take it into the paint, up with the contact, and it's good, no foul. But Wolf with the lay-in.
That's a good no call because the defender went straight up in the air. In principal verticality, you have your position all the way to the ceiling. He stayed within his cylinder, and Wolf was able to just use some strength and put it up on the glass softly.
Clements, right wing. Bolis. Now to Clements. Clements still holding. Now we'll go to work under 10. Far corner lane. Off to Schneider. Schneider's one step inside the arc, back to Clements. He's only got 2. Far corner, it goes to Lane. He'll heave it at the buzzer. No good, but a foul on the 3. A coach's worst nightmare as Jake Wolf fouls on the 3-point shot, and that will be 3 free throws upcoming for CJ Lane. 67% free throw shooter on the season, and we'll get a good look of it here. Dean, your thoughts?
Yeah, you see Jake was just trying to recover a little bit, and he stopped short, but the problem was his left foot was down in the way of the shooter. You got to give him room to come back to the floor. That's something that really started in the NBA, especially with Kobe Bryant, and that has trickled down to the college game.
Lane knocks down the first of 3. CJ Lane, a junior, Eatonville, Florida, his hometown.
Not sure where Eatonville is.
Second free throw, no. He'll shoot one more. Charles will come back in. Abraham will come back in for EIU. For Morehead State, Potter will come back onto the floor. So original starters for Morehead State minus Cooper. Thelwell in his place. Bolis, Friday, Lane at the line, Charles, and Abraham for EIU. That free throw no good. Broom rips the rebound away from his teammate Potter. Either way, though, Eagles with the basketball and the lead. 6 points the lead right now. Broom in between the rings. Off to Hallowell, backdoor cut to Wolf. Wolf gets his defender up in the air, and his attempt won't fall, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Great job getting the defender in the air.
Yeah, it was a good job, but even before that, good job on the action as he got him well, it's past that. It was before that. He got a really nice little back screen from Potter, enabled him to circle around the backside and get that little backdoor cut and receive that pass. Really good play design from Morehead State staff.
You mentioned Morehead State wanting to be a little bit better at the free throw line. Jake Wolf really not having that problem this year, over 90% as he knocks down the first.
He is not a problem at the free throw line.
Right-hander. Transfer from Lipscomb. Knocks down both. Largest lead of the ball game at 8 now. No field goals for Eastern Illinois in over 4 minutes. 1 of 8 in that last little bit. So struggles getting it in the hoop. Lane with it right wing, penetrates on Wolf. Tough shot over top of Wolf, no good. Broom controls the tip to Thelwell. Nice job controlling the tip there. Morehead State pushing it. Near corner, three-pointer, Potter. Air ball hits off the face of Janai Broom. He's holding his face there. That's a weird play as Charles will come away with it.
Yeah, Broom wasn't ready for it. I mean, as a rebounder, you're expecting to hit the rim and carry him up, and that one went straight to him.
And like a cornerback, Thelwell intercepts that pass, and he brings it across the timeline. Wolf has the whole left side of the court open. Three-pointer, no. Rebound will be controlled by Morehead State's Potter and off to Thelwell. Back and forth we go here, half number 1. Thelwell takes a screen from Broom. Broom cuts, has nothing, off to Potter. Potter will penetrate, offensive foul on Potter as Lane will draw the charge.
Good job of Lane. He moved his feet. Kept going, and we'll see it right here as he just kept his position, kept moving his feet, and Potter just put a little bit of forearm right in the midsection of Lane, and Lane was able to draw that charge.
Seabury and Cooper will come back in. Thelwell and Wolf to the bench. 8:51, first half. Morehead State 15, Eastern Illinois 7. Henry Abraham, sophomore from Minnesota. With it for Eastern Illinois, has it on the wing, looking to feed it in the post. That's going to Friday. He has to come out and get it. Now back to Abraham. 12 on the shot. Abraham being guarded by Seabury. Big mismatch here as Abraham gets in the corner to Lane. Lane goes baseline, shot fake, defender up in the air, and it's shot over top of Broom is good.
It was a really nice individual move. He got down to the baseline, head fake, got Potter up in the air, who was his guard, and then he was able to get it up and over the outstretched arm of Janai Broom.
5 for Lane. In the lead right now at 6. Seabury in the paint to Broom. Broom goes to work. Spins to his left. Shot blocked away by EIU. Sammy Friday with the block as Abraham with it for the Panthers. Abraham with it. Looking. Almost has his pass stolen, and we're going to have
EIU is trying to find the secret sauce, and the combination is going to work. Had a bunch of different combinations, starting at lineup combinations, a lot of just rotation combinations. You see them trying to find the sauce that's going to work, and so far it's been lacking here.
Great defense from Brian on Friday as it forces the pass out. But Friday, as Dean mentioned, a great pass to him as Morehead State went from great defense to leaving Friday open.
Well, what happened was the ball handler beat his guard, so Brian had to come over and just head him off, and when that happened, that left Friday wide open.
Cooper with it. Thought about the long two-point jumper, threw it through the hands of Bryant. That one a little too quick.
That's got to be handled.
Yeah, that one's got to be reeled in as Abraham looking at the man-to-man defense. He hasn't got much going as they are hounding him. Off to Lane in the corner. Lane off to Charles. Charles feeds it to Bolis. Bolis down low, loses it, and it's going to be slapped out of play last off of Cooper. Great hands there, nice active hands, and Dean, you know this well. If you're a big man, you can't bring the ball down like that.
Yeah, and Talon Cooper's the point guard, so Bolis has to keep that ball up, shoulder, at least chest height, if not higher. But what happened was Talon got rubbed off on a screen and got caught in a switch. Bolis had the size advantage, but when you put the ball down near your waist, that negates all that.
Lane will get the inbounds pass. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Eastern Illinois needs to hurry. Charles with 5 to Abraham. Abraham almost walks with it, forces up a tough three-pointer, hits the back of the rim, it deadens the spin and falls. What a desperation shot, and EIU trailing by just 1.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good on that shot because Abraham, he really didn't shoot it well, but there's a steal.
Steal by Eastern Illinois. Charles with it. Charles over top of Seabury. Make that Hall, rather, and Hall slaps it down. What a block, and what a job to get back by Jalen Hall.
Good job in transition defense with Jalen Hall. That is 5 blocks now for Morehead State. You can see he really got some springs, got up in the air, and completely dominated the shooter.
Jalen Hall been out a few games this season with injuries, played against IUPUI and playing well here tonight. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Backing down is Hamlin, but we're going to have a foul before the shot on L.J. Bryan. L.J. Bryan will pick up his first.
Hamlin and Bryan were really banging underneath. We'll see it right here. L.J. just got one bang just whenever he went up in the air. And, well, they're going to call it on the floor, so tough. That's a tough play.
Kewan Clements back into the game. Trigger man will be Charles, Kashawn Charles, a 5th year from New York originally. Inbound pass to Lane, now to Clements. Clements still with it, calling for Abraham to come get it, and he does. Eagles in front by 1, 10 on the shot. EIU can take the lead with the bucket here. We'll get it in the corner. Penetrating is Charles, and Charles will put EIU in front.
EIU in the midst of a 9-0 run. Morehead State hasn't scored now in over 4 minutes. They've had 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. That's been the key.
Under 6 left here, first half. Cooper takes the screen, long 2-point jumper, just hits the bottom of the rim. Easy rebound right into the lap of Lane.
It's not a bad offensive play. I mean, off that floppy set, came up, get the screen off Bryan. Gets the curl down on the wing, 17-footer, that's a shot you want all alone, just wouldn't go down for it.
Clements picks up his dribble, well away from the bucket, to Abraham. Will feed it in the post. Hamlin working on Bryan, has nothing. Back to Charles and off to Clements. 5 seconds. Clements goes to work on Cooper. Offensive foul. Nice job by Cooper. And the ball will go back to Morehead State.
And again, good team defense from Morehead State. Really doing a lot to frustrate EIU and what they're trying to do offensively. Morehead State moves the basketball, moves their feet very, very well. They do play within a very good team concept scheme on defense, and you can see a prime example there.
5:10 left here first half. Cooper with it on the right wing, calls for the screen from Broom. An alley-oop to Broom, and Broom slams it home. What a play, as Morehead State back in front, and no doubt about it, a design play there for Morehead State.
Yeah, Janai Broom did basically a stab step like he was going toward the corner. The defender overreacted a little bit with it. Then he just cut backdoor along the baseline, throw it up toward the rim, big man, he'll go get it.
With it, Abraham. Clements off to Lane on the wing. Back to Clements. Shot clock winding down again, 5 seconds. Cooper on Clements. Clements penetrating. Cooper, great defense. Shot over top of Cooper. No. Rebound will be tipped high into the air, and we're going to have an over the back foul, rather, on C.J. Lane, and it will go back to the Eagles.
And good blockout action by Morehead State, but again, very good team defense in the concept. And you'll see the replay of the alley-oop right there is just a jab step, got the defender going back out toward the corner, then a backdoor cut inside, and it's easy too. That's one easier too that you'll see.
What I really like about what Broom did is the pass wasn't perfect. The pass was a little bit below the rim, and he's still able to be athletic enough to get it and get it over top of the rim for the slam. 1 point lead, they'll feed it to Broom again, up with the lay-in, count it, and he's fouled.
So there's 2 straight trips now that Janai Broom, he hadn't scored to the last trip when he got that alley-oop dunk. But now here's 2 straight trips down the floor that said, hey, you know what, we're going to go to option number 1, and that's number 4, Janai Broom. And now he's got a chance to have 5 points in 2 trips down the floor.
Hamlin will go to the bench as Sammy Friday the 4th will come back in. Broom, a lefty, up with a free throw off the rim, no. Rebound will be grabbed by Eastern Illinois and Belize. Clements will come and get it as we approach the 4-minute mark here in half number 1. Morehead State in front by 3. Clements picks up his dribble well away from the bucket. Dumps it off in the post to Friday. Backing down on Broom. Friday, shot no. Rebound will be out of bounds. Line edge under 4 left here first half. Cooper off to Thelwell. They'll feed it in the post to Broom. Backdoor cut. Wolf, he's all alone, and he'll get the easy 2.
And that's just a really nice cut by Jake Wolf, but the EIU defender, I couldn't see which one it was. As soon as the ball went over to the low post, the EIU defender turned his head, looked straight at the ball. Wolf saw that, backdoor cut, good pass by Broom, who's a good passer for a big man.
Abraham has it back to Clements. Clements splits through 2 defenders. Euro step move with the scoop lay-in. Pretty play there from the junior from Chicago.
And he did a good job that time, too, because Broom came out and hedged, and he actually overdid it, and the man was able to just basically dribble between the 2 defenders instead of the hedge making it go around the backside.
Broom, he'll try a long 2-point jumper. No good. Long rebound out to Friday.
Not sure if Preston Spradlin's going to be real pleased with that shot selection.
In the corner to Charles. He goes baseline, dump off to Bolee, swatted away from Broom. Offensive rebound Friday, and he'll put it back up and in. And we're going to have a Morehead State 5-0 here at home. They lead right now by the slimmest of margins, just 1. Cooper loses it, dives on it. Now off to Hall to Thelwell. Thelwell, newcomer of the week for the OVC. He'll get it to Wolf, but Wolf travels with it. Turnover, Morehead State.
It's turnover number 6 now. Turnovers even at 6. And that's one of the few unforced turnovers in this ball game. I think all of EIU's have basically been forced with the defense, and I think that's the first of Morehead State's turnovers that really wasn't kind of an unforced one.
Still man-to-man defense from both squads. Clements looking. He's picked up his dribble. Skip pass in the corner. Charles has to sky for it. 14 on the shot. Charles off to Police. Police. Far corner. Abraham. 3-pointers. Good. Nothing but net there for Henry Abraham.
Pretty good ball movement because they got the ball down low. The rim protector Broom was there, so they kick it out to the far corner. He's able to drill it.
EIU in front. Less than 2 here in the first half. Near corner, Hollowell, 3-pointer won't fall. Offensive rebound, Broom, and he'll put it up and in.
Good work from Janai Broom. Took him a while to score, but he's got 6 now.
23-23, 1:43 left here first half. Clements looking, gets it Abraham left wing, all the way in the corner. Charles, he'll force up a 3 and knock it down. EIU in front by 3 now. 26-23. Under 90 left here first half.
After being pretty cold there for a while, EIU now is 3 of 3 in their last attempts.
You know, I mentioned it's a game of runs right now. As Hollowell with it, has it dribble off of his foot. He chases it back down, almost ending in a turnover. As Hollowell to Hall, 3-pointer, no. Rebound, EIU, that's Clements. 1 minute left here in half number 1. Clements, 6'2", 185-pound junior. Does a lot of directing traffic. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Does a little bit of everything as he holds on the midcourt logo. Top of the key, Police. Police penetrates. Tough floater up high off the glass. No. Rebound, Wolf. 10-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. As Wolf double dribbles. Great play there by EIU's Kashawn Charles, forcing the turnover.
Charles, he did force it. He got right in the way, put a nice quick hands in. Jake he had to bring it up, and you can see it right here. He gets going, and then Charles forces him to pick it up. He had so much momentum, he was going to either walk or double dribble, either one.
Abraham inbounding at the hash, right in front of the Morehead bench. 16 on the shot clock. Friday with it. Left wing Charles, 10 seconds. Friday will set the screen for Charles. Charles splits it, throws it right into the hands of Hall. Hall comes away with it one-on-one with Clements, tries to throw it behind the back to Hallowell. Hallowell chases it down to Broom. Now to Hall, a crazy possession so far, 12 seconds left as Wolf circles it out and Cooper holds with 10 seconds. EIU in front by 3, half number 1 in the final moments. Cooper, 3 seconds, right wing Hall, long 3-pointer, hits the rim, hits the backboard, and Wallen, 5th year, really starting to get this program in a good spot, defending OVC champions.
Yeah, defending OVC tournament champions, and had really a breakout year last year. This year starting out very, very well.
Speaking of breakout years, no one really bigger than Janai Broom, who has the ball right now for Morehead State. He gets it right back. Nice post move. We talked about him having his feet under him, and a great move there, the footwork.
Really nice move. A fake jab step to the right, got Bolis way off balance, and then was able to turn to his right and lay it in.
Little pressure ramping up here from Morehead State. Still man-to-man defense. Original starters for both squads. Bolis brings it out top. Off to Clements. Any steps are called by the official. Blake Harris, Shane Staggs, and Steve Devine, our officials. Dean Harden alongside me. Sorry, Dean alongside me. I'm Jared Stacy for ESPN Plus. Here's second half action. Conference opener for both squads. EIU women picking up a victory earlier tonight over Morehead State. This is the nightcap of the doubleheader.
The rest of the conference will open tomorrow night at various sites.
Fader from Broome on the baseline. No, Abraham there to clean it up.
The reason that they're playing a day early, basically, playing on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday, is because Saturday night EIU has a home game. They don't have another travel game, so it's a little bit of, professional courtesy, if you will, to let them get home and prepare correctly.
Bolis with it, off to Abraham. Still see the man-to-man defense like I mentioned. Abraham penetrates on Potter, tough, Fader, banks in. The bank is open for Henry Abraham.
Abraham, if you remember, he had the three-point shot that ended up, that landed basically on the flat of the iron, and it just deadened it and was able to just roll in off for a three-pointer.
Three-point edge for EIU. Potter, shot fake to the elbow, dumps it off Broome. Broome up with the shot off the glass and good.
And here we go. You see Morehead State struggled offensively in the first half, messed around, shot the ball atrociously. And what are they doing now? First couple of trips, get it to Janai Broome, let him go to work underneath.
Clements directing traffic. Clements playing in the place of Dan Lewers. Dan out tonight, along with Bismana, Wood, and Alaruzo. Abraham.
Bismana's the reigning freshman of the year in the Ohio Valley Conference as well.
We saw players out on both sides in the women's game, including head coach Caleb Petrie. Morehead State staying healthy right now. No one not starting, and Wolf connecting on the three-pointer as Morehead State in front by 2.
And that's good inside-outside action for Morehead State. They got the good ball movement. Morehead State, you can tell the adjustments they made, but they also just look a lot crisper on the offensive end.
You look at someone like Jake Wolf, already 9 points here in this one. As a foul is called, Morehead State wanting the walk. We'll see who they call it on. Is it going to be on Broome? It is.
Janai Broome wanted the walk, but it was a good call. It was a foul, and he did not walk.
It will be Clements at the line. 6'2", 185-pound junior from Chicago. 4 points on the night. His first free throw attempts. Free throw, short, no good.
EIU not a really great free throw shooting team coming in at 63.4%.
Both free throws no good.
Clements only shooting 56%.
Left wing, Cooper, he'll penetrate all the way under the bucket. Lay-in will fall.
Coop just found the hole right there. His defender kind of went for a steal out front, and he was able to just go right around him, take it all the way to the rack. Nobody else on the EIU. Don't forget your big guy, Janai Broome, down low. And you saw 2 straight trips, take it down to him. Then on inside-outside action, got Wolf free for a 3, and that's the way you play good basketball.
Hamlin with it straight away. Off to Bolis, now to Clements. Clements 4 turnovers here this evening, but he has been directing traffic most of the evening. Left wing Abraham, man-to-man defense from Morehead as Abraham to the elbow. Pass slapped away by Broome. Potter will come away with it.
Again, good team D concept.
Cooper, spin move towards the baseline. Up with the shot, loses it out of bounds. Who will it go to? It'll stay with Morehead State.
Not bad job by Coop that time. Kind of forced it a little bit, but they gave him half a lane to get there.
Cooper to trigger and gets Broome. Broome lays it up. No. Rebound Hamlin. Broome mad at himself after that one as he had that one right on the rim.
And that's one of the things you'd like to see Janai Broome do. He's 6'10". Go up there and rip the rim off of it.
Left wing Lane. Dean mentioned Lane having a good evening here so far. Feeds it Bolis. Bolis has a path to the bucket. Shot over top of Broome.
And there's a 4-point swing. Janai Broom misses a bunny down there on the offensive end. So on the other end, Belize is able to convert for EIU.
Morehead State in front by 2. Cooper takes the screen from Broom. Back to Hallowell. Hallowell with the 3, spins out. Nobody's fouled by Abraham. And we'll have those free throws when we come back. Morehead State 30.
Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Tennessee Tech was scheduled to play at Tennessee State. That game has been canceled. The men's game has been canceled. Again, all these, like every other OVC week, is men-women doubleheader, women-men doubleheader. The Tennessee State men and Tennessee Tech men have been canceled for tomorrow. And no word whether Tennessee State's going to be able to make the trek here Saturday.
Obviously, a lot going on in the world unless you've been living under a rock the last 2 years. So the health of student athletes of the utmost importance. Hallowell makes 2 of 3. Cooper and Hall will come back in. You mentioned Jalen Hall, a good game against IUPUI. After missing some of those games, that's good to see.
Yeah, and he's been, no secret, he's been battling especially an ankle injury early on. He came off a procedure in the summer, which set him back anyway. But he had a nice night against at IUPUI. Had scored 15 points and really played well.
What a block there from Janai Broom, as Morehead State will come away with it.
Broom. Potter took a lot of a brunt of it after the block. He was setting up to take a charge.
Broom to Hall. They'll feed it back to Seabury. Leaner on the paint, on the baseline. No. Rebound will come down to Broom. Extra possession, Morehead State. 12 on the shot clock. Broom gets it. Broom going to work, spins towards the paint, cuts back baseline, floater is good.
Really nice move by Janai Broom, and he got to do it because he got an offensive rebound. He is ranked 7th in the nation and 1st in the Ohio Valley Conference in offensive rebounds. He averages about 3.7 a game.
Who does that remind you of in the Morehead State blue and gold getting rebounds? Kenneth Fareed. The double-double machine himself. Quite a stint in the NBA, has gone overseas of late. Lane will fire the 3, in and out, no. Rebound Morehead State and Cooper. Eagles in front by 6, looking to extend. Cooper into the paint, up with a tough shot. No, it's going to be off the hand of Broom. Oh. No, scratch that, off of EIU Eagle basketball.
I was with you. I thought it went off Janai, but we don't have the greatest angle right here. And Broom's going to get a very welcome and very well-deserved little spell on the bench.
Cooper, Bryan, Hall, Seabury, and Hallowell. All non-starters except Cooper right now for Morehead State. Inbound to Bryan, off to Hall. Hall throws it away, intercepted by Belize. Belize one-on-one with Hall, and he's walloped as he goes up for the shot and tumbling into the cameraman. Will Cox, our cameraman down there, hope he's fine. And it looks like he is, and we'll have free throws upcoming.
Nothing dirty about the play. Hall just went up to try to block the shot. You can see he was only one in transition. Of course, it was his turnover, so it might have been a little bit of frustration there, but it wasn't a dirty play. He just kept Belize from making it easy, too.
Free throw from Belize, no good. It was Will Cox, our cameraman, to our left baseline on the assist there, kind of helping Belize up there. Free throw, no good. Misses them both. That's 2 times this half that Eastern Illinois has missed both free throws, as that one hits another cameraman.
And again, that's an unforced error, and that's 9 turnovers now for Morehead State. Trey Hollowell just air-milled the pass. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. Trey's not had his best night tonight.
Kind of dangerous to be a cameraman right now. We've had one of our video cameramen hit, and there John Flavel taking one right on the lens. 14 minutes left, second half. Eagles in front by 3. Lane will cut into the lead with the 3-pointer.
Pretty good ball movement that time, too, as it kind of got Morehead flat-footed a little bit. Got it over to Lane, camping out over in the corner, and he drilled it.
That 3-pointer cuts the lead in half. Cooper to Seabury, goes left, back, right. Off to Hallowell. Hallowell takes a screen from Bryan. Hallowell will penetrate up with the shot. No. Bryan there with the rebound and the putback.
L.J. Bryan has had a really solid season. He's not gotten the minutes that he might thought he would have, but when he does get the minutes to spell Broom, he's been very, very effective at it.
Clements on the OVC logo. They Picks up his dribble, feeds it in the post. Going to work is Hamlin. Hamlin on Bryan, up with the hook shot, no, rebound Hallowell. Hallowell up the court, almost walks with it, back to Bryan and to Hallowell, now to Cooper. 13 left here in half number 2.
Hallowell got stuck there and then got himself up in the air, no place to go with it. Got bailed out.
Skip pass by Cooper to Hall. Hall will penetrate on Lane. Hall now backing down, takes it into the paint, loses it. Bryan comes away with it out of his hands, and EIU will come away with a 10th turnover. As Clements penetrating on Hall, runs right into Hall. That's going to be a jump ball as a scrum about broke out there between the two, and the possession arrow favors the Panthers.
That's pretty good defense right there by Jalen Hall. Is the man put the ball right up there in front of his face, and he just went and grabbed it.
Thelwell and Potter will come back in. Hollowell and Hall will go to the bench. It will be EIU basketball triggering under their own bucket. Well, you will see the jump ball here as Hall and Clements getting tied up. Bolis to Abraham, left wing, as Abraham calls for Lane to come get it. Now Clements is Coach Marty Simmons calls for the reset. First-year coach at Eastern Illinois, a lot of experience as a head coach. As Lane will fire the three and rattle it home.
Lane's 2 of 3 from behind the arc tonight.
Cuts the lead to 2. Morehead State in front, Lane with 11. As Seabury gets it. Left wing, Potter. Now to Cooper. Cooper takes the screen, and we're going to have an illegal screen on L.J. Bryan. That is going to be Bryan's second foul. And that will send Seabury and Bryan to the bench with Broom and Wolf back in. So starters minus Cooper. No, actually, rather, Cooper's in there. So it's Cooper, Thelwell, Potter, Broom, and Wolf. As Hollowell, the starter, on the bench right now. EIU Clements with it. Picks up his dribble, being hounded by Thelwell. Lane and Abraham will come get it. 15 on the shot clock. Abraham is going to be fouled by Wolf. That will bring us to it.
The way you're going to pull away, and you know, this Eastern Illinois team's not a bad team, but they're not a very good team right now. They're having a struggle. You know, they're having struggles. They're trying to find the combinations where they can score, and you don't want this team like this to just kind of hang around.
Good ball movement as Clements takes it into the paint. Potter goes tumbling to the deck. Abraham fires the three. Offensive rebound, Bolis. Top of the key, Clements. As Potter's really shaken up here on the near side.
Yeah, he took a spare elbow or maybe a poke to the eye, and I believe it was Hamlin. He was down there he was pinching down on Hamlin, and Hamlin didn't know he was there, and he just took it looked like a finger to the eye.
Shot clock winding down as Lane draws the foul. We were just talking about him. Potter will pick up the foul. That will be Potter's third. Only Morehead State player with 3 fouls or more. So it will be EIU basketball. We'll see on the replay here. And wow.
He ran into an elbow, and that's, you know, just tough play, you know. And Preston Spradlin, we could hear him across the way. He was yelling at the officials that man was on the floor. He said bleeding. I don't know if there is any blood, but he said, you know, stop the play.
And a turnover, Eastern Illinois, and Morehead State will get it right back. Turnover number 10, double figures for both teams in turnovers now. As Morehead State will dribble up the court, leading by 2. Dean Harden alongside me. I'm Jared Stacy for ESPN Plus. Happy to have you on our second of 2 games here tonight. DeLon Cooper, sophomore, Spartanburg, South Carolina, to Thelwell. They'll feed it left baseline. Broom gets a step on the defender, dumps it off Wolf. Right wing Cooper. Cooper into the paint, loses it, but he's fouled by Bolis. Bolis will pick up the foul. We'll see what number that is for him. That will be number 1, his first.
Yeah, Bolis he got put on Cooper off of a switch on a screen, and that's a pretty good mismatch for Coop on the offensive end because he's got quite a bit more quickness and foot speed than Bolis does.
Deshaun Charles in. Bolis will go to the bench. Morehead will trigger in. You see Cooper to trigger in. To Broom, now back to Cooper. Thelwell top of the key. Had some space, passes on it. Now back to Cooper. You can see they're focusing it down to Broom.
Big man. There we go.
Go to work. And he does, and he threw a double team. Spins back towards the baseline. Beautiful footwork.
Yeah, and he was in a lot of traffic, too. And like you said, the footwork is what helped him get the ball up on the glass. Broom now leads everybody with 14 points.
And a slow start at that.
Yeah, very slow start, and that's kind of typical for Janai. You look around, you kind of say, well, we've been playing 6 minutes, he hadn't scored. You kind of forget about it. Next thing you know, he's got a dozen.
Turnover there by Eastern Illinois as Hollowell will come in, turnover number 11. We'll reset both teams for you. Hamlin, Clements, Abraham, Lane. Also in there for EIU, Charles from Morehead State, Hollowell, Broom, Hall, Wolf, and Thelwell. Man-to-man defense from both sides, almost at the midway point here in half number 2, 40-36. Hallowell feeds it, left low block, Broom. Let's see if he goes to work again. He does, up with the shot off the glass, count it, and he's fouled.
And again, that's really, really good footwork. Once he gets it down there in the block, had his back to his man, and you will see it right here. They get the pass to him right there on the block, and he squares it up, and just look how much quicker he is. And really, Hamlin, there's not a whole lot he can do. You give Janai Broom the basketball on the low block, and he's going to score more often than not.
That foul was on Hamlin. That's his third. Team fouls, 5 for Morehead State, 3 for Eastern Illinois as Broom completes the three-point play. Passing by the midway point here, right as Clements crosses the timeline.
It's the largest lead for Morehead State in the whole night.
Abraham with it, surveying, gets it left, off to Clements. Love the hedge there by Broom. We saw it with Bryan as well, as Clements will penetrate. Shot blocked away by Broom, but it doesn't matter, he walked before the block. The ball will go back to Morehead State, and they're starting to catch a little bit of a rhythm here.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit of a rhythm again. Sticking with really good defense is what they hang their hats on, and you wonder if that's starting to maybe take a toll on the Panthers' offense, just that grind.
Ooh, what a block there. It doesn't count, obviously, due to the travel before the shot attempt. But good play there as Morehead State in front by 7. They'll feed it in the post again. Broom, great play, though, as it's tipped away by Friday.
Pass just a little short.
Abraham with it for the Panthers. Taking it left of the circle, back right to Lane. Under 20 on the shot clock. They'll feed it in the post to Friday. Friday puts one dribble down now to Clements. Clements, he'll fire a 3, and he'll rim out a 3. Wolf will clean it up as he will walk it across the timeline where Hallowell will come and get it. Hallowell defending newcomer of the week in the OVC. Moves it off left side to Thelwell. Broom thought about the long 2-point jumper, gets a defender in the air, penetrates, will turn and throw up a fader, no. Rebound Wolf. Wolf steps on the baseline though, give the ball to the Panthers.
Yeah, Jay got the rebound, just couldn't quite control it and let it bounce off his foot.
8:57 on the clock. We can see Wolf just with his left toe on the baseline.
And he was complaining to Steve Devine, the official down there, that was a foul. And when you saw it on the replay, you know, it kind of looked like Keshawn Charles might have slapped him across the arm, and that's the reason the ball maybe got loose.
Eastern Illinois with the basketball, trailing by 7. Abraham with it. Top of the key, off to Friday, right side Clements.
Hollowell's a good defender normally.
Speaking of defense, still man-to-man defense from both sides, 5 on the shot. Clements penetrates and throws it away. Abraham was cutting towards the corner, and he thought he was going to stay on the wing, and that's turnover number 13.
And it's kind of an unforced one. I mean, Morehead State was playing decent defense, but they're, you know, Sticky D didn't really cause the turnover, other than I wonder if this is starting to just wear on EIU, having to go up every trip and really grind to try to get a shot.
Out high, and get it to Broom, now to Wolf. Thelwell, three-pointer on the way, good! Eagles in front by 10.
Hollowell finally gets another tray to go down. He's 2 of 6 on the night.
You know, the best way to fix the shooting woes is to shoot more.
Keep shooting for Morehead State. They haven't scored since. Morehead State's really turned up the wick defensively.
Eastern Illinois with the basketball. Clements with it. Clements dumps off Friday. Now Lane. Lane's had a good game. He'll fire another three-pointer and rattle one home.
Wow. And Preston Spradlin, I don't know if our mics picked it up. He was screaming illegal because Friday went down, set the biggest illegal screen to get that man free, and Jalen Hall is still wincing on it.
With an out top, Cooper. Cooper to the elbow, dump off Broom. Broom left-handed lay-in is good. What a spin move.
Well, not only what a spin move, what a catch. And that shows his really nice soft hands, because that ball had to be darted to him. It couldn't be a floater, and there was only about a 9-10 foot pass. But really nice hands from Janai Broom.
Good answer after the three from Morehead State as EIU looking to chip away further. 9 point the disadvantage right now as Bolise feeds it in the post. Friday almost walks with it, misses the lay-in. Rebound will be tipped, and Broom will get it on the run. Outlet up to Cooper. Cooper looking to Broom. Morehead State's going to have someone open with 3 players on Broom, and they answer it with the 3.
Really,
the open man, Trey Hollowell.
Really pretty ball movement that time. Janai Broom, he was down there on the post in a good scoring position, but he recognized he had multiple defenders on him. Whipped it right back outside, around the horn it went, and Trey Hollowell was able to finish it off.
What a pass there from Clements as he feeds it to Friday. Where was that passing lane?
It was very tight. That was a tight window, what they call it in the NFL, when a quarterback has to squeeze one in there. And Janai Broom, we could see him, he tapped his chest because he went out and hedged, and then his job is to fall right back to where his man was, and he was just a step late getting there.
Broom gets it back from Hall. Double team, pass out to Thelwell. Another 3, good!
Hollowell, another one. He's hot now. He's feeling it. Got a slow start, but now Trey Hollowell is 4 out of 8 from three-point land.
Now that Hollowell, Trey Hollowell, a grad student from Wofford, my mistake there. Thelwell, we've seen him some, the freshman from Orlando. Top of the key, Abraham, he'll fire a 3. Controlled on the tip by Seabury.
I think Morehead State would give that shot up more times than not, especially in the current environment where it is.
Morehead State slows it down, leading by 13. Cooper to Hollowell. Feed in the paint to Broom. Can't slam it home. Rebound will come down to EIU. Eastern Illinois the other way as Broom's late getting back. Lane off to Abraham. To Bolise. Clements now right wing. He'll fire a 3. In and out, no. Rebound Broom.
And on the other end, Broom, that was such a pretty little play. Hollowell got it and on the post extended. And then they just did a little two-man game up on the high post and allowed Broom to just dive to the basket off the screen. Just couldn't finish.
Cooper right wing with it. Coming off the screen is Hollowell. Spin move back to his left. Fader is good. That's pretty there from Hollowell. Defending OVC newcomer of the week, and he's well on his way to winning a second in a row.
Trey Hollowell now with 16, and he's playing really, he's hot right now. He's got the hottest Mantle Drake down in Orlando in a holiday tournament around Thanksgiving time.
Lane keeps the hot hand going as he knocks down a 3 out of the inbounds. One big absence this year, though, especially for a team like Morehead State, is rival Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky not even on the schedule this year for Morehead State.
They left the Ohio Valley Conference and went to the ASUN for football, and that's what they did it for. And you know, one of the charter members of the Ohio Valley Conference and longtime member, and I think it's going to be hard for Morehead State to find a spot on the schedule for Eastern coming down the pipe because just the way the teams play.
Yeah, I played golf here at Morehead State, and even in golf, Eastern Kentucky was a rivalry we cherished. And I remember as a kid coming and watching Ricky Menard, Ches Marks, those likes facing off against Eastern Kentucky.
Well, I go back to the days in the old Weatherby Gymnasium here and watching Turk Tillman from those Eastern teams back in the, that would have been the early, mid-70s.
Don't show your age.
I'm old.
Cooper
wild games.
connects on the second free throw. 57-44. Yeah, I never had a chance to watch a game in Weatherby Gymnasium, but I heard that was quite the atmosphere back in the day.
It was fun. And when they built this place in, the 81-82 season, first year it opened, you know, they needed it because they were filling up Weatherby. It only seated about 3,500. This was an illegal screen. And they only seated about 3,500, and they were filling it every night. They needed a big gym like this. And they list the capacity here, at 6,500?
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, I think I remember when it first opened that they were showing capacity at somewhere in the ballpark of 7,500.
We saw the illegal screen there called on Jermaine Hamlin, and the head coach Marty Simmons for Eastern Illinois, he's wanting to have a chat with one of the officials.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again because I didn't see a whole lot of illegal with the screen.
Well, we saw a quick replay there, and it looked pretty clean. Either way, Morehead State will take it with the basketball, leading by 13. Cooper off to Potter. Potter will penetrate. Potter to a jump stop. Off to Bryan. Baseline jumper. No. Rebound to Lane. Lane's doing a little bit of everything in this one.
Lane's had a nice night. He's got a career high 17. This is a JUCO transfer. This is his first year at EIU.
Hamlin working in the post. Dump off. Clemens. Clemens is fouled by Bryan.
They went straight to Janai Broom, let the big man go to work.
You saw Clemens get the lay-in before the timeout. He was fouled, and the free throw is good. Foul on L.J. Bryan, his third. In the lead at just 10. 3:45, second half. Eagles in front right now, 57-47. A little full court pressure here. 2-2-1 from Eastern Illinois. Hallowell off to Cooper, who breaks the pressure across the timeline.
Cooper got a pretty nice little long break there.
And we're going to have a foul under the bucket on Hamlin against Broom.
Yeah, Hamlin and Broom were battling inside for position. They're going to get number 34 in the blue.
And that will be all for Jermaine Hamlin. That will be his fifth. The 6'10 junior from Lincoln, Illinois will be done for this contest. Sammy Friday the fourth from Jersey City, New Jersey, a grad student. He's a big guy, 6'9", 240. MSU will trigger in. The trigger man is Cooper. Gets it in Potter. Potter one dribble now to Hallowell. Hallowell off to Cooper. Man-to-man defense from Eastern Illinois as Cooper penetrates high off the glass. Sits on the rim. No.
Just wouldn't go down. Not a bad shot by Coop whatsoever. Just couldn't get it to go down.
Clock winding down. 3:10. Second half. Lane gets the defender in the air. One step inside the arc. Air ball on that jumper. That one not like him. They mentioned career high. 17 on the night. Misses it all there. Hallowell.
Should have stayed behind the three-point arc.
That's where he's been hot.
He's been deadly back there. 4 or 5 tonight.
Right wing, Potter. Off to Cooper. Cooper has his dribble and uses it. Takes it inside the arc. Cooper still with it. Looking to get it to Broom. Doesn't. Goes left to Wolf. Shot fake. 5 on the shot clock. Wolf has to hurry. 3 as Wolf is backing down. Wolf will just get the shot off. No, they're going to say he didn't. Shot clock violation. That was about as close as you can be on a razor's edge.
I'll be honest, I thought he got it off.
And I think we're going to have a review. Yep, we are going to have our first review. And the call on the floor, that's the important thing here, Dean. The call on the floor was a shot clock violation, and we will get a replay here. As, yep, it does hit 0, and his hand is on the ball. I don't expect this to be a long replay, as that first angle was a nice angle there. So coming out of this, it will be a shot clock violation ball to Eastern Illinois. 2:35, the clock really not Eastern Illinois' friend right now.
No, I mean, down 10 with 2.5 to go. They're going to have to score in a bunch, and they're going to have to get some stops, too, on the other end, just like they did here. Which that call stands, so that's the 14th turnover from Morehead State. Turnovers even at 14. Not too bad, really, as a statistic for Morehead State. Eastern Illinois came in averaging 17 turnovers. Morehead State came in at 14.5, so they're right about on their average.
Yeah, both teams negative in the turnover margin. Eastern Illinois -5, -1.5 for Morehead. As Eastern Illinois with the basketball.
Yeah, as good a defense as Morehead State plays, they don't generate a lot of turnovers. What they do generate is very low shot percentages.
In the paint, Friday blocked by Broom.
Friday did everything but spin twice around and still couldn't shake Janai Broom, and Janai gets his 6th block of the night.
Right wing Hall in the game. They'll feed it to Broom. Broom will back down. Backing down on Friday. One-arm pass across the court. Three-pointer, Cooper. No, rebound Wolf. Wolf will get it to Cooper. Under 2 minutes left in the second half. Big offensive rebound there.
And a very good decision by Cooper because he had Hollowell all by himself over in the right corner. He decides to hold it up, burn some clock.
Left wing Wolf. He'll penetrate inside the arc. Dump off to Broom. Broom loses it, gets it back, fouled on the attempt, and he'll go to the line. 10 points the advantage right now, and Broom will try to extend it.
And again, just really good interior passing that time. Wolf was able to get it to big Janai Broom, and Janai's got a chance to go to the free throw line again.
Lane's third foul. Team foul 6 for Morehead State, 7 for Eastern Illinois. Left-hander Broom's free throw is good. Broom knocks down another. 12-point advantage. As Clements will walk it up for Eastern Illinois across the big logo here at Johnson Arena. The Morehead State women fell earlier tonight to Eastern Illinois. This is our nightcap of the doubleheader. OVC opener for all of the conference. Lane penetrating, but he's going to be fouled on the shot, they're going to say. So CJ Lane will go shoot 2 as the foul will go on Jake Wolf.
Pretty good move that time, I thought, by Lane. He knew he was going to get the foul, and so he went ahead and forced it up. You can see right here, he invited the body contact and figured that was going to happen. The worst that's going to happen for CJ Lane is go to the free throw line for a couple. He had a chance to maybe get it up on the rim and try for a three-point play.
No good on the first. And not what you need if you're a Panther fan. You got to get the freebies.
Yeah. And we talked about on the other end, Janai Broom hit the 2 free throws. That gives him 21 points in the night. He's also got 10 rebounds, so that gives him his 9th double-double of the season and his 22nd of his career.
Free throw will fall.
Another big night for the big man from Plant City, Florida.
Morehead State in front by 11. 1:14 left here in this one. Morehead State content to run some clock off here. Cooper being guarded on the logo. Feeds it to Broom. Broom to Wolf. Wolf right wing to Cooper. Under a minute, as you hear public address announcer Chuck Riss mention, and we're going to have a foul away from the bucket, and that'll be free throws upcoming for Talon Cooper. Charles picks up the foul, his first. Team foul number 8. As Abraham will check back in, no scratch that. That's going to be Schneiders will come in for Eastern Illinois. Played just a few ticks in the first half.
Michael Schneiders has not played in all the games. It averages about, when he does play, averages just under 5 minutes.
Cooper, the 1+1, knocks down the front end.
EIU players are really complaining that Janai Broom is in the lane too quick.
I didn't see it there.
He was in there quick, but I don't know if he was too quick.
Free throw good. He knocks them both down. Morehead State in control, looking to pick up victory number 9. But more importantly, the OVC opener. With it, Clements. Nice hedge from Broom. I love the hedge that we've seen from Bryan and Broom here, as that is going to be an offensive foul as Schneider straight runs up over to Lon Cooper.
Well, he just put he put the forearm right in his chest and push off, and that's an automatic and easy call for any referee.
Morehead State will bring it up the court.
Difference in this game was a almost 6-minute stretch here in the second half. From 12:20, Lane hit that three-pointer in the far corner. They didn't score again to the 6:31 mark, and Friday had that layup when he got free from Broom.
Feed to Hall, and what a play. The pass was tipped, and Hall controls the body to get the lay-in. What a play as the lead extends to 15. What an exclamation point on this one. 63-48, 16 seconds left as Clements looking. Schneiders will come and get it. Further in the wing to Lane. Lane's had a career night. He's looking to add on as the floater will go. 7 seconds. As the lead at 13, and Morehead State will walk it up the court.
Give Lane 20, that's a big night for him. 20 and 6.
A career night for CJ Lane, but it is